Hi, this is Avisha Awasthi, and today in this video, I'll tell you 3 main reasons because of which you should not get into a relationship or do not get married because of them. See friends, lot of times we consider a lot of reasons to get into a relationship, but we ignore a lot of wrong reasons because of which we get into the relationship. And these are the 3 main important reasons. There are so many reasons, but 3 main reasons I have shortlisted for you to understand. And even if you are into a relationship, you can introspect. Were these or one of the core reasons that I entered into this particular relationship or marriage? And then you'll probably understand better the issues that you are facing. Those reasons might be the root of them. So let's dive into it. So number one reason that you got into the marriage wrongly is that you got into the relationship just because you were feeling lonely and to make you less lonely, right? So now this is the trouble, because a lot of times when you are working, you feel lonely and you feel emotionally lonely, physically lonely. You want somebody to share your stuff with. You feel, living alone in a house is boring. I don't have good friends or whatever. So this might sound like a very genuine reason, but once you get into the marriage, just because of this, you all of a sudden encountered, alright, your loneliness is gone. But then marriage comes with a lot of other stuff as well. It has a lot of responsibilities. And there might be a point where marriage might leave you more lonelier, because now you have somebody whom you have expectation with, because you had this mindset, I am lonely, now I'm getting into this relationship, that loneliness will be gone. So your partner is not aware of it. Even consciously you are also not aware of it, but subconsciously you have this expectation, right? So whenever you feel lonely or whenever you have that alone time, then you start cursing your partner or your relationship. So this reason builds a lot of expectation from your partner, from the marriage, from the family that you are marrying into, and this creates a lot of clash. I believe you are getting this clear. So what should we do instead? If you're feeling lonely and if you now realize that you got into the marriage because of loneliness, just analyze. Life has loneliness as its part, but marriage is not the solution, because marriage might give you a temporary solution. Sometimes you have somebody, for some things you have somebody, but you need to figure out the core reason why you're feeling lonely, right? This might be because of non-fulfillment of a lot of things. This might be because of a bad childhood. This might be because you're not feeling confident right now, you're not feeling successful enough to go and gel up with people. There can be n number of reasons, but because we do not figure out the right reason and we try to fill that lonely gap through our relationship, so you now understanding it creates a lot of pressure on your spouse and even on yourself. Because even when you enter into that relationship, you have this mindset, your partner was lonely and your partner was single. Now you are entering into the relationship, so you have to be together, and the whole concept of two people becoming one. And I don't know why I don't believe into it. I believe when two people become one, they become half-half. So where's that half part gone? And eventually they say, I miss myself, you are changed, I'm not myself anymore, and all these things. So rather, two people should come together and they should become 11 then. Alright, so now coming to the second reason that you got into the relationship wrongly is because maybe you got pressured into it. So pressures can be of different sorts, like maybe the biological clock is ticking, or maybe you found somebody that you feel will not wait for you for long, or maybe your family pressurizes you, or maybe you have an inner feeling that this is the time, or somebody, your parents or your friends, or maybe your to-be partner pressured you into it. Or somebody told you, maybe you are facing any kind of emotional, mental, financial, or any kind of problem in your life, and a lot of times society forces or pressurizes you into the marriage, because if you get married, everything would be solved. Now this is the worst kind of reason that you could have to get into marriage, because of this pressure. Because if you get into the marriage, this problem would be resolved, habits would be changed, and this will happen and that will happen, you'll come into schedule, timetable would be good. I understand when a new person comes into your life and you have that marriage kind of an institution you have to live with, but That does not change your core values, and even if it does, it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of toll on the partner, right? So the person coming in your life is not coming to repaint you or change you or improve you, right? Though your partner might be of great help in this, and I believe marriages should be a means to elevate each other, grow each other, know each other, and find your life's purpose eventually. But getting into marriage because of this pressure is not right. And if you feel you getting into a relationship or got you into a relationship because of this, so what do you do about it now? So probably you just see if the marriage or the relationship is right to continue, then we can I'll give you the solution. And if you feel maybe you got into a wrong marriage because of that, so you really need to reanalyze big time. Anyways, if you got into this relationship because of any sort of pressure, so now understand, maybe this happened, but this is past. So now your partner is your present. So a lot of times when we are into the relationship because of some wrong reason, we keep on cribbing the wrong reason for our entire life. Maybe in front of our partner, maybe in front of our kids, maybe in front of our family and whatnot. And if not anybody, then to ourselves. Maybe in our own self-talk, we are cribbing a lot about that we got into the wrong marriage and we got into this relationship because of that person and this circumstance. See, there are only two ways now left. Either to accept your partner as it is and find positive things in your relationship. Because every person, friends, I believe, and you also know, has positive and negative qualities. If you feel a quality is negative, so this is your perspective. Right? So if you start seeing positive things in others, you'll always find, even in the worst of worst person, if you start finding positive things, it's just what you look into. Right? So now, and if you are not into a relationship and you're not into a marriage and you are about to get into, or maybe in the future, so just pay attention to these points. Okay, this should not be a core factor. So coming to the third point, the third reason that might make you get into a relationship or marriage and that might prove fatal is that you feel love is the only thing in the world. Friends, love is important. Love is very, very important, but it's not the only thing. And marriage is not only based on love. There are so many other factors, so many other reasons that are to be considered in a marriage. And if you feel love will only, take us to the happily married forever kind of a thing, and to our 50th or 25th marriage anniversary, so it's not the case. Marriage would require a lot of things, and love is important. It's most important thing, but it should not blind you over other things. For example, if you're not ready for the responsibility, if you're not financially ready, if you're not physically ready, and just you feel because of love you get into it, so you would expect love to heal other areas, and that would even deteriorate your love for your partner. Because now what are you trying to suck everything out is from love. Because love is there, this should happen. Love is there, person should behave like that. Love is there, you should behave like in a certain manner. And because of that, you start not even only pressurizing your partner, but pressurizing yourself. And eventually a lot of people who come into a relationship because of love, and they find all of a sudden, they find the garden is not blooming as it used to be before marriage or in the initial months of marriage. The problem here is because you had a fake expectation. So love should pump you, or love should help you figure out other things as well, as nicely as you love the other person. Rather, the other things that you already ignored should not make your love suffer. Right? And because of this, a lot of people after a few months and years of marriage, they start having low self-esteem. They feel, I am not good enough. Maybe I am the culprit of the marriage. But it's not like that. If you are dependent or you're leaning on the marriage just by the reason of love, and you have this fake subconscious expectation that love is going to heal everything, because of love your in-laws would be supportive, because of love money is going to fall in your lap, because of love household chores would be taken care of. It does not work like that. So these were the three core reasons that you should not get into a marriage or a relationship because of. And if you like them, Do like the video, do subscribe to the channel for more such information, and share this video with your friends and relatives that you feel this might help them. And any other question you have regarding this, you just share your views in the comments. I would be so happy to read.